Hi, this is Alex from PHP Academy, and welcome to this CSS tutorial on 2D transformations. Now, this first video is almost like an introduction video. The purpose of this is just to explain what 2D transformations are. We're not going to look at any examples, but we are going to look at some browser compatibility with regards to 2D transformations. Now, the transform property name, when you apply this to your style sheets, at the time of recording this video, hence why I'm doing this in a separate video, it does require browser prefixes. Usually with CSS properties we would use a browser prefix for anything that we did. For example, if we were to do box radius, which now doesn't require a browser prefix, but previously we would have had to do something like WebKit, border radius. We would have had to do something like WebKit border radius, and then we would give that value. And the reason being is that browsers implement different properties, differently, or they propose, different ways to use these properties. I won't go into that too much, but with 2D transformations, if in WebKit, for example, I'm in Chrome, at the time of recording, if I was to just do transform and then give this a value, it wouldn't work. I'd need the WebKit browser or vendor prefix or browser prefix, whatever you want to call them. So the first, the first part of this tutorial is really to just explain how this works, and I've included this in a separate video because this may change. The whole way that transform is implemented or rendered or used in browsers could change as well. So really there's a potential for this, for what I'm about to teach, to be invalid. Hopefully you're not watching this at the time it is invalid, because I'd have got round to removing the series. But in this we're going to only be using the WebKit browser or vendor prefix, simply because I'm going to be using Google Chrome to preview this property. If, for example, you are working in Firefox, you would use the Moz prefix, which obviously stands for Mozilla. For Microsoft Internet Explorer, you'd use MS. For Opera, you'd use O. And again, if you're using Safari or Chrome, which both use WebKit, you would use the WebKit prefix. So we're annoyingly going to have to spend a bit of extra time typing WebKit transform, and for any other properties that apply to transforming as well, we're going to have to apply the WebKit prefix. So that's just a little background on why we need to do this, and hopefully that makes sense. And in the next part of the tutorial we are going to actually start to implement this, and I'm going to be using the WebKit vendor prefix.